Hi. Hi. This is Merlin, and today I'm just gonna talk about what I learned today. Um, so I think that the main issue was, um, it just implementing with some kind of obstructions. Um, like I'm trying to implement some kind of like the B-tree algorithm using TypeScript. So I put all of the logic in the page class. So all of the method, the search, insertion, and the deletion logic is on one file, and I believe that this is really wrong. Um, because I think this is wrong because it's really hard to track which is the part of insertion and which is part of the deletion. So, and I look at the React code and I just making just like seems like library, but everything seems fine. But there's a common issue of it, which is it's really hard to manage that the which limit I had to set for the abstractions. For example, if I look at this insertion logic, I put the this on it, so I make it I make it this binding to make it to manipulate this rather than putting some kind of bunch of arguments. So those kind of arguments is pretty fine because so that I can separate the insert and propagation logic and big insert without putting inside the method the class method of it. But the problem is it was very hard to track which one is it. So which one has to be refined and which one has to be valid. So I did almost everything obstruction in here, but it's not working. Eventually, it's not working. And so I just wondering. So because for me, so there's a like step implement a write test code based on that, and after that it's obstructions, and it's pretty fine. But the obstructions I already implement and write the test code of it, and those kind of obstructions making me really hard. So obstructions, so it's like if this is making repeated and is gonna cause a problem, I make some kind of obstruction layer to solve this issue and make it easy to use. But the thing is that there's no kind of like limitation of it. So I'm trying to make it like seems like a library like React, but those kind of obstructions are making me time costs of it. So example, I implement some kind of deletion like insertion in the B-tree and write test code insertion in 2 weeks, and already implemented. But for the obstruction, are also costs 2 weeks of it. So my question is, which is the best way, putting some kind of more time on to implement the test code, or for just as abstractions? And it really has to be balanced based on that. But it was really hard for me because I believe that the code quality has to be sustainable and it has to be maintainable, and those kind of thing. And also, I'm an engineer, so I like some kind of like making code clean, so I can just kind of brag other stuff. This is my code, I make it, and I'm really good at it. But I don't think that's gonna be really matters in this view. So I don't know why now. But if I see some kind of like some kind of better way, I'm just gonna tell you. So this is a happiness. This is next time. Bye bye.